All right, everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the Steps to Becoming a Drummer. And we're going to learn in this video what to practice from the beginner level to the expert level. So let's get started. Number one thing that you need to do when you're learning to play drums is you gotta listen. There's just nothing that replaces listening. You have to listen to new music, you have to listen to old music, you have to listen to stuff you like, you gotta listen to stuff that you might not like as much. You need to expand your ear so that you can hear as much as possible. That is going to make you a better drummer. That's step one. You can't play music if you don't listen to music. Number two, make yourself a trap kit to play on at home, okay? Even if you have a drum set at home, it's good to have a little trap kit that you've made so that you can practice at home without making a lot of noise. That will let you play at any time. So make your own trap kit. I have a video to do that. I will post a link to that in the description as well. Once you get playing, you got your trap kit, you're gonna start playing some rock grooves. Boots and Cats groove, you're gonna learn some other simple rock grooves, and that's going to allow you to play on almost any song that you hear on the radio today or in the last 60 years. That's going to get you started. Then you want to learn some rock fills so that you can break things up, okay? After that, you're going to learn some funk grooves. So once you have your rock grooves down, you got your rock fills down, you're going to learn funk grooves. And these are a little funkier. They've got a little bit more motion to them. They're a little tougher than the rock grooves, but they sound awesome and they are super cool. Then you're going to learn to play some funk fills. Funk fills are also just like the rock fills, but they have a little bit more syncopation that we're going to be talking about later. Once you get that going, you're going to be able to play basically any style of music. So if you want to spice things up more, you want to learn to do your rolls and your rudiments. Rolls and rudiments are going to make the beats and fills that you're playing more interesting. These are essential to being a good drummer. Every good drummer can roll, and every good drummer knows at least his or her basic rudiments. Next, we want to take the concept of accents and dynamics. So what is that? That's basically playing some notes loud and playing other notes quietly. This is what gives life to music. So we really need to learn how to do this as drummers. Okay, this is one of the most important things in drumming. We need to learn independence. Independence means playing one thing with one hand and the other hand is doing something else, or the other foot is doing something else. We have 4 limbs and we want to make use of all 4 limbs, so we need to do independence work in order to be able to play with all 4 limbs fluidly. Okay, so once we've got some rock grooves, some funk grooves, some fills, some rudiments, and independence, we want to put that all together in order to start playing songs, and we call those songs that you're learning repertoire. So repertoire can be songs, it can be etudes, it can be solos, it can be a lot of different things. But repertoire is the umbrella term for stuff that you know how to play that is complete. Once you can play entire songs, etudes, or solos, you want to record yourself and listen back. And that's how you're going to get the feedback to know if you're doing something right or wrong. You're going to see if you're playing everything too loud or too quiet, or if it's in good time, etc. And so you really need to start recording yourself at this point. After that, we're going to start learning some 6/8 fills and feels. We'll talk about what that means later. And we're going to learn to open and close our hi-hat to make different splash-like sounds out of it. And this is going to deepen our grooves. We're going to be able to play some more different types of funk grooves, and it's going to be used later on for playing jazz and all those kinds of things. Then we want to learn how to play the shuffle feel. Now this feel right here can be as simple or as complicated as you want it to be. There is a basic shuffle beat, but every drummer has a different shuffle feel. So you want to start developing your shuffle feel. Then we want to start learning ostinatos. Ostinatos is kind of like independence. An ostinato is a repeated pattern that happens over and over and over again. After you have done that, you want to start playing along with radio and TV and movies and Spotify and everything. You want to just start playing along to them and see if you can add something to them, okay? Then we want to learn drum rolls, the closed kind, okay? These kinds of drum rolls are the ones where we're doing multiple strokes in each hand, not just the double stroke, but multiple strokes. And we want to start applying these to our rudiments. From there, we're going to start learning some serious syncopation. Syncopation is making a weak beat feel like a strong beat. This is a really cool thing. Good music always does this. We're going to learn what syncopation is all about. Linear patterns just means never playing 2 things at the same time. So I would never play in unison my right hand and left hand together. I'd always play right hand, then left hand. That's what a linear pattern is. And you can play really fast this way because you have 4 limbs, and so you can play 4 times as fast as one limb can play if you can play linearly. So gospel drummers really like to use these kind of patterns, and people that you hear playing fast, they do a lot of linear patterns in their playing. Super cool stuff. Lots of resources out there to learn linear patterns. We want to learn our blues form if we're going to be playing with people, okay? Because people like to play the blues. People have been playing the blues for 100 years now, and they're still playing it. Whenever you go to jam with a band or at a jam session, people are always going to say, hey, let's just play a blues. And you need to know what that means and understand that. And that brings us to jamming, okay? It's really important to learn how to jam with people because that's how you're going to meet people. That's how you're going to make friends. And jamming is one of the biggest joys that you can have as a musician. Don't forget to go to live shows. Live shows are one of the best ways to get better as a drummer. Watching drummers play will inspire you and enhance the way that you think about drumming. Now, if you want to play metal or prog or some other styles, you're going to need to learn double bass. So this is a good time to start learning double bass. And then we want to start branching out into world rhythms. So we're going to start with Brazilian rhythms and learning bossa nova, samba, forró, and the many other styles that they play in Brazil. Brazilian rhythms are incredibly interesting and have influenced the whole world as far as rhythm goes. Additionally, you want to learn Cuban rhythms. The Afro-Cuban 12/8 and salsa are great places to start with Cuban rhythms. They also permeate pop culture now. Once you learn Cuban rhythms, you're going to realize that you hear those rhythms everywhere. That stuff is so hip that it is in all styles of music. Where did it all come from? African rhythms. So we can learn Mozambique and other styles from Ghana and all different countries of Africa. Once you got all that stuff down, it's time to start playing in bands. And you want to play in as many bands as you can and shadow pros, go to their shows, sit in with them, get to know the people in your community that are playing out and study with them, learn from them, and start playing shows with them. Go to their shows and maybe they'll call you up for a tune or two. Once you get to an advanced level, people are going to start calling you up on stage, calling you out, see what you got. And you want to start transcribing drum parts. So you want to listen to music and figure out what it is. Write it down and practice it and be able to play exactly like people on the records. This is an invaluable skill to learn. So learn to transcribe as soon as you can, okay? You're going to need to know a little bit about drums to start transcribing, but after that, you're going to be able to start transcribing. This is absolutely necessary in order to become an awesome drummer. Then you want to start going to the local jam sessions and connecting with musicians, starting a band, okay? That's how you're going to meet your band members. You're going to go to jam sessions and you're going to meet the people in your community that are going out, playing live, going to these jams. There's tons of jams in every city in the world, there is. So go to the jam sessions, watch first, and then ask to sit in and show people what you got so that you can start playing with them. So at jam sessions, oftentimes they're playing jazz, okay? So it's good to learn the jazz ride pattern. And once you learn the jazz ride pattern, you're gonna learn jazz fills and how to comp, and you wanna learn the forms of these jazz songs that people are playing, okay? Jazz is a very intricate and interesting type of music, and it's good to familiarize yourself with it once you have already learned all the other types of music. After you've done that, you want to start learning extended techniques. Extended techniques are things on any instrument, but on drums in particular, we can play melodies by pushing our elbows into the drums. We can scrape the cymbals, hit the sides of the cymbals. There's all different kinds of things, the cross stick and stick shots. There's all these interesting extra sounds you can get out of the drums that are not the standard sounds that you get out of the drums. So you want to start playing with those once you have all these styles down. And lastly, you just want to learn transcriptions, do transcriptions of your own, listen to music, continue to listen to music, listen to hours of music a day. When I was in high school, I was listening to 4 hours of music a day. When I was 14 years old, I remember I would go and I would listen to 4 hours of music after school every day. That is a huge part of the reason I am a pro drummer, is because I listen to an extraordinary amount of music and it informed my playing and my teaching and everything about what I do in life. So you just got to keep listening, dig, find the music that you love and just go for it. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. I hope this helped you. And if you're interested in starting to play drums right now, click the link in the video description for a lesson series that will teach you how to drum. Have a great day.